Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
The conventional football 101.
You can tell everyone something embarrassing about me. A tiny spider once crawled.
Okay. I really want to talk about this anymore.
Franklin Bash, Gavin away. What are you talking about?
Nothing. Spider story.
Listen, I know exactly what you need. Ladies' lunch. Huh? You, me, whoever, not Glenn? We can get down and talk about our period. Your red zone usually starts on the 24th, right?
Supposed to?
Yeah, you are.
One tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Manning now on first down. Allen here on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Hall of Famer, Too Tall Jones there on the stop. Here's Manning to throw. A dump off now to Hill. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taken what the defense will give him.
Manning now on first down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on first.
Finds a tight end in the middle of the field. Just a simple stick route. Decent game. Doesn't get you a whole lot, but it's pretty reliable, isn't it?
And tough to defend. Second down and 4. Now Allen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now a carry for Allen. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll throw it with Manning. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st down, Manning underneath here to Hill. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll send Rice in motion. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll send Rice in motion. Snap comes at 1. Manning. It's caught. Nelson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Into the red zone now. Manning. This is caught. Gronkowski. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now. It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock. Here's Carr to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go.
The play clock's running down. Carr to throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Manning to throw on 2nd down. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll send Rice in motion. Here's Allen, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Yeah.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Manning now on 1st down. Allen here on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll run with Allen, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the wideout in motion. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And Nelson's got it here right side. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to find me.
in the red zone this time. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And open underneath, it's Gronkowski. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide. And now Manning wants to talk this over. He's going to take a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Manning now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, here's Carr. It's caught outright by Graham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Steps away to his left. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On second down, Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver from 8 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the other dude, on the other chick's boo.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Manning to throw on second down. A dump off now to Hill. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Final minute now of the third quarter. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
That's what I'm talking about. You still don't see it. It wasn't a real commercial for it. They just said the name of it.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On first down, Manning looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And left side here, it's Graham. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And Graham's got it. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Play clock winding down. Carr to throw on second down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
This one always seems too short. Yeah.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their
Right,
first. They've got
he's
two
like,
more
I
to
got a crazy
use
man.
here in the final stages.
Mom?
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So now then, it's a big kick there to get this game back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Marcus Allen, 68 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, at this stage in the 4th, I thought they might work it down the field a little differently, but they go with a run. Hole opens up, and he's gone.
Well, we mind melding there because you're thinking differently, meaning throwing the ball, right? I'm with you. With that time on the clock, I thought the ball would be in the air on just about every play. And they came back and got them with a surprise because I think the defense was planning for that as well. That took some fortitude as a play caller. Give him high marks for making it happen.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll look to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He's back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Looking left side, he's got it complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Carr to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
To throw is Carr. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Well, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Now this offense ready to take over again. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
Better, better.
Fall in debris, direct blows. Oh. It's only good for one use.
Put your on the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the bob. I'm about to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Stop while he driving, shawty rocket, and I maneuver. I know you like it.
Who's that? I don't remember that black dude playing then.
Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down.
Dang.
Good, because that's how I want us to be thinking. Permanently. Look, Wayne Security is...
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will not be returnable. It's...
We need to... Let's be better. And do you know how we'll do that? Let me guess, by thinking outside the box. I want us to forget the box ever existed. Ron, what are you working on?
Literally, the box.
Ron, I did not know that. This morning, my train was blown off the track, which apparently happens every day around here. Let's come up with something that solves things like that.
That's a brilliant idea. Let me just summon a wizard. Shazam! Nothing. Have you ever even made a product?
Well, no. No, but I was sick in my class at work.
Ron, is that a product?
Not a product.
Well, I was president of the Young Leaders Group.
Ron, surely that's a product.
Ooh, guess again, Teddy.
Well, guess what? This company needs a big idea that you haven't delivered. So I suggest you take my lead on this because I know what I'm doing. Okay, Van hired me for a reason. Yeah, because the other people didn't work out. What other people?
You're the fifth new boss we've had this year, and I refuse to let myself get attached. I'm not getting hurt again.
But we'll do whatever you want until number 6 comes along.
Just to be clear, I'm not gonna do whatever you want.
Data plans aren't one size fits all. And since most people use less than 5 gigs, the last thing you want is to end up paying for data you don't use. Now Verizon introduces the one plan that's right for you. Switch, and for just $55, get 5 gigs on America's best network. That's the right amount of data at a great price. Plus, get our best...
Out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On first down, Carr. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And right away, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And they'll run it for the first time with Ricky Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Mike Mitchell coming up from the secondary to make the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now Carr. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for the first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
That is caught. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Got the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
But it's not all that
and last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On first down, Manning being chased. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now Manning throwing on second down. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
I guess so.
So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away.
All right. Hey. Hey.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away.
Bro. I can get another one.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So I should find a closet like this. I already did. Paying attention. A dream home?
They run it again with Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Now on fourth down, Chip Kelly's going to say, let's bring out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. Now on fourth down, Chip Kelly's going to say, let's bring out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down is Manning. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jimmy Graham. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Manning. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. They slot Gronkowski outright. They'll send Rice in motion. Throwing is Manning on third down. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. Underneath here to Hill. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. That's going to be knocked away incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Manning will try again on 2nd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. One final try now for Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Manning looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now Carr. That's caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. These short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Johnny Hekker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go on second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Carr now to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And the Hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down following the run. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Fresh set of downs here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Time for a break. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. We're back to finish this one off after this. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Carr going to throw here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime looking. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Jimmy Graham from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Manning. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
And open underneath, it's Gronkowski. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And the lead is down to 20. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. One final try now from Manning. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. So long, everybody. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. That's fielded in the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
The conventional football 101. Tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now Manning throwing on second down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now they try the right side here, and he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. And they give this time to the tailback. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And Manning keeps it himself. He needed two. He only got one. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
On first down, Carr. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! And McCaffrey, 50 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out costs him 5 as he's going to be out of bounds right at the 20. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a gain of 24 that time, and it'll give them the first down. On first down, Manning underneath here to Hill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
A dump off now to Hill. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Manning to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. From the gun on third down, Manning, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Carr now on first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Carr throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this one's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Shotgun now for Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a
rush coming, and he's taken down. Jurrell Casey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Manning. Escape. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Manning. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Carr now to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Carr going to go on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Chip Kelly trying to push the envelope here, but it doesn't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll send Rice in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Carr. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle.
And he's going to be ripped up and driven down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Underneath here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Dancing to his left. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On second down, here's Manning. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Welcome back live to Orlando as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space. There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
Halfback sent in motion. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down, and he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. He's played a great game and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Back to the air on second down. It's caught. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now back out comes the offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Over the middle, it's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Manning out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Manning to throw on second down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Throwing now is Manning. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the back goes into motion. Back to throw. Manning. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They come out here in the I. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. So long, everybody.